Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of The Buzz. I'm Todd Jaden with Kelly Polk. So, Kelly, welcome to you again to this week's edition. We're going to kick off this week with some recognition of some very special people within the Schneider organization. Technically now they're former associates,
Retired,
but
yep.
I will tell you they had some very storied careers here. So you may know them as our tour guides. I actually knew all of them when they were still driving for the organization and had the opportunity to work with them both in a driving capacity and as they moved out of that into this tour guide capacity. So we spent time with them last week saying thank you and recognizing them with a well over 100 of our internal associates, and then a smaller group went to dinner where we had an opportunity to recognize their spouses as well.
Yeah.
So
it was a great outing, and you look at the experience, Todd, of that crowd. I mean, we're talking about 6 or 7 guys, but between them, 300, 400 years of trucking experience. It's just incredible. So what a special group of people. Their spouses are fantastic. It was a great event.
Well, so let's at least recognize them by name and tenure. So for folks, I think many people will recognize these names. Julius Borley, and Julius worked with us for 64 years.
Yeah.
Dwayne,
and he's the old timer. Right?
Yeah, exactly. He would be the veteran of
the
that
veteran.
group.
Yeah, old timer is probably not a very good.
Yeah, exactly. Roger Klein, who spent 60 years with us. Dwayne Livermore, 58. Merlin Lardnois, 55 years. Bernie Watzka, 52 years. And the rookie in this group was Vern Johnson, who spent 38 years with the organization. So
what a great group.
Just a wonderful group of people. And thanks, guys. Don't know if you'll get an opportunity to see the Buzz, but you may hear about it from someone else, and we really appreciate what you did for us over the course of the years.
In many respects, you made us who we are. So, again, thank you. And the other thing going on, and we've kind of missed this over the last several weeks, but many of our drivers in the West Memphis Operating Center know and kind of ran under the leadership of Adam Robinson. And Adam was obviously a long-term Schneider associate that's moved on and started his own business. But he was replaced by a lady named Becky Federico, who you know. And Becky is our new division manager in Memphis. So congratulations to Becky, and stop in and visit with her. And you interviewed her, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Becky worked for me when we first hired her as an associate back when I led our Mexico operations team. So I have a long-standing relationship with Becky. She will do a great job down in West Memphis. I am excited for her. And in fact, you and I will actually get to see her shortly because we're going to spend some time in the operating center there on Monday, April the 29th.
Yeah, I was going to say that. So we'll be in the driver's lounge. Todd will be either drinking his Diet Mountain Dew or his Snapple.
Yeah.
I'll have a Diet Coke or whatever you'll be willing to get me. But we'll look for you and look us up, and we'd love to talk to you. And perhaps we'll get you on camera and see how you're feeling about things. So look forward to that. And the other thing that's really exciting, Todd, our Advantage Club program is kind of getting started full blown, and you and I get to host 22 drivers and their guests at Talladega in a couple of weeks. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and Dan Van Alstine, our general manager in dedicated services, will be with us as well. So it's a good opportunity for us to get out, interact with that Advantage Club group, and spend some time watching race cars.
Yeah. And more races to come. Poconos, Sedona, Charlotte, other races are coming up, and Advantage Club members will be selected to be a part of that too. So, tie that with the Packer Weekend and some of these other events. The Advantage Club drivers really, who deserve a lot of recognition, will get to participate in these events. So
good.
And the other thing, we wanted to talk about what we're hearing on the street, and there's still some noise, if you will, around the OnGuard situation, but we're learning more and more about it, and actually getting better feedback from our drivers. We're hearing some folks say, "Hey, you know what? It enables job security. If I'm operating in a way, and if I've got technology that's going to help me be safe, well, gosh, what better situation than to create the environment for some job security?" And then other drivers went on to say, that one extra second that we talked about really does make a difference. And so plenty of information on Crossroads. Continue to ask questions and learn more about that technology. But
Well, and I'll tell you, we hear some negative things about it, but the positive things we hear clearly outweigh the negative, and the negative tends to be that the technology isn't working the way it's supposed to. We just need to get that recalibrated and fixed,
Yep.
because with safety being our primary value, first value here, it's really important that we equip our trucks
Yep.
with those safety features,
Yep.
because that's to take care of you, the driver.
yeah. And the other technology that we've been talking a lot about over the last several months is ATS, the ambient temperature sensor. That has gone somewhat quiet, but we're at the upper threshold of that 20 to 70 degree range that we all talked about. And so, again, if you start experiencing some ambient temperatures that are greater than 70 and you're having trouble idling, make sure you get your equipment checked out.
Yeah, it's good to finally know we've kind of flipped from the low end of that sensor to the high end, because it means that temperatures are getting a bit warmer throughout the country.
Yeah.
They've been warmer in the southern parts, obviously, but even in the Midwest, it's starting to warm up, although there may be some snow flurries in our forecast tonight in Green Bay.
That's right. But this weekend, God willing, and if the creek don't rise, we'll hit 70 degrees.
Okay.
And the other technology issue that we've been dealing with has to do with drivers being able to hit some of the online training. Can you speak a little bit about that, Todd?
Sure. We're in the course of conducting both harassment training and sustainment training as a part of Q2 driver training, and we've got some issues with compatibility. So depending on the operating system that you're running on your personal computer, you may have some difficulty. So we've put some instructions out there on Crossroads to help the drivers get through the specific issues they may have with their operating system, and we're working on this end to clean that up for future training sessions as well. So be patient, look at those instructions, and we'll get that training complete.
And just some news you could use as we wrap up. There has always been this appetite from our driver community to say, hey, what's going on in some of the other parts of our business? And the hours of service change that's coming is a topic that a lot of drivers want to know more about. And so next week, Andrea Sequin, who kind of leads our regulatory area, will be joining us as our guest, and she'll provide some information from her perspective and share that with our drivers associates so you can be more informed on that subject.
And she's a wealth of knowledge. I mean, if you want to talk hours of service, call Andrea, because she knows it inside and out.
She is wired for it, no doubt. And as Todd mentioned, we'll be in Memphis on Monday morning. Feel free to buy us breakfast. Feel free to buy. Otherwise, certainly stop by and say hello, and we'll look forward to seeing you. With that, have a great week, Todd.
You too. Thank you.
We'll see you next week.
Take care and drive safe.